What's up, guys? What is up? Starsnipe here. We are back in another episode of the Dossier Den, and in today's Dossier Den, we are going to be going over the newly announced Therizinosaur. I butchered that, like, what, 15, 16 kill streak at this point of butchering. But yeah, so the Therizinosaur, again, gonna butcher it, my bad, is a very unique creature and very unusual. So it is an herbivore, and right off the bat, aggressive. We do not see this where there is an aggressive herbivore usually, so this is right off, like, right away, definitely kind of catches your interest. It is a slow and solitary creature, and it's medium-sized. From the picture, it kind of looks like it's like 3, maybe 4 times as tall as a parasaur. Picture on the right that I'm talking about, where it's chopping down the tree. And it is very aggressive, as mentioned earlier. And the reason for this is that, interestingly enough, it's as powerful as a T-Rex. So this thing, albeit not as big as a T-Rex, at least I don't think, it is pretty slow. But it is an herbivore that's as powerful as a T-Rex, which is absolutely crazy to me. I just, like, can't grasp my mind around that. And it does have claws, as you can see, which are good at removing trees and foliage like bushes. And it is also good at piercing thick shells and hide of even most defensive animals. So think like the Doedicarus, aka the armadillo, the turtle and that stuff. This thing will be able to mess their days up. Once tamed, it is actually one of the most versatile mounts in that it can be a dangerous fighter and also an extremely useful harvester. Like I mentioned earlier with the claws and harvesting, it is unusually efficient. That's actually the word they use. Unusually efficient at chopping down trees and foliage. So it should be able to gather quite a good bit. However, the drawback is that it doesn't really have the best carry weight. It's actually pretty low. Then on the other side of the coin, in battle, like I mentioned earlier, it can pierce the strongest of armor, and it's pretty much as powerful as a T-Rex, which makes this thing kind of like a harvester and a killer, which is insanely versatile. Just the problem is the fact that it's slow and it has awful carry weights. Other than that, definitely an interesting concept of a creature, and one that I'm very excited to see in game. This is probably going to be a lot of things you can do with the stats of this thing. You can focus the stats. I mean, if you do the stats into melee damage already, not only will it do more damage, but it will also be a better harvester. You can do health to make it tankier, and because its weight is so bad, you could, if you really wanted to, up the weight and make it good at carrying weight. But really interested to see this and just how insanely efficient this thing's going to be. And this is good because usually, at least in the game so far, I don't think we've had an herbivore that's aggressive. I don't think we've had an herbivore this big besides maybe like the Bronto and maybe Stego, but it's like, it's such a strong herbivore. It's crazy to think of, and it's like a straight up killer. And not only that, I think this is the first creature that's going to be both very powerful in combat and also very efficient at harvesting. I mean, you could stat certain animals to be like that before, but this one right off the bat seems to be like this. So I'm super excited to see about this. You guys in the comment section down below, tell me if you're excited about this and tell me what you want to see done with this thing, because I can't wait for this thing to be released. This is like top 3 hyped up dossiers along with the Gigantosaurus, or Gigantosaurus, however you do pronounce it. This is definitely up there and hype for me, and I'm excited to see it get released. But other than that, that is going to go ahead and do it for the dossier for today. Like I said, comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this and what you're going to do with it once you get it. And if you enjoyed the video, as always, you know, drop it a like, show that support. And yeah, that's really all I got. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and hopefully I'll see you next time.